Hey, primates! Links to the video we react to today are in the description below. Also be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as hit the little bell to be notified whenever we go live or put out new content. It really helps us out. Thank you so much. Enjoy the show! Last thing I wanted to check out before I do end the stream here is all these allegations of Filian potentially ignoring grooming situation happening on her Discord. This was in regards to the talent show. Hello, I hate to make another twitlonger related to Styker Dawson, but here we go again. Recently it has come to my attention that Styker Dawson was featured in their talent show being one of his victims of child grooming. This bothered me heavily, so I first contacted Filian via Discord. I then realized it might not be an effective method of communication, so I joined a talent show. The Discord Filian advertised for the people interested in participating to let them know. I failed to get a response from Filian, so I contacted their Discord. Wait, sorry, also had a channel where he requested thigh pics from minors, which is definitely on some, technically not anything necessarily illegal, but first of all, why are you talking to minors? Second of all, very creepy. Don't ask for thigh pictures, especially not from freaking minors. Filian, this is the very beginning of your legendary conversation with Filian. Hi, I sent a message on Twitter, but was unsure on whether you'd be active there. Hopefully it is appropriate to send it here. I want to inform you regarding a member of your server who is in your talent show, Styker Dawson, sorry, I can't say that word, but a PDF file who groomed me and many other minors. He did such things such as ask for breast sizes, thigh pictures from various minors, did send, asking them to make NSFW art, and also ERPed with them. ERP, what does that mean? I can send you all the evidence necessary. It's a huge Google Drive, though, as well as my personal chat logs with the conversations between Styker and I. I would love it, Paige, or somebody out there to, like, make a video on this. Or if I can somehow get my hands on that evidence, I could potentially make a video on it. I wouldn't mind. Moderator, Logshar tells me, thank you for this. We would definitely not expect this kind of outcome following Y-Day Showcase. I'll have to wait for Philly and the others to input on this, but I can assure you we want to know knowingly supported this. Didn't expect to have a moderator there, but yes. I sent a message to Philly regarding a situation with a member, but I didn't know if she was active, so it is okay if I pass it on to you. Sure, she's asleep right now, so she'll probably only see it later, but I can relay in case she doesn't. Okay, great, thank you so much. I wanted to inform you regarding a member. I can send you all the evidence necessary. Okay, got it. And then thank you for this. We definitely did not expect this kind of outcome following Y-Day's Showcase. I'll have to wait for Philly and the others' input on this so I can assure... Got it. So who the frick is Longshar? Because now we have a name. This is... Longshar should have passed this over to Filian. I understand and waited for any response. The entire day went by and there was absolutely zero response. I contacted Longshar as they were the only person responding regarding the situation. Never received a response. The next day I sent a follow-up message in... I wanted to write and express how discomforting it is, the lack of communication I'm getting from the team regarding a serious situation. Why doesn't it look like good on Filian nor anyone? I also now hearing that someone who tried to inform you guys regarding the situation was banned and considered a troll account. It is not only dismissing the numerous victims and allegations against them, but it comes across as the situation is important enough to be investigated and looked into. Definitely a really bad way to handle this. Does not look well towards anyone. I don't see... situation. Okay, yeah, no, this definitely seems bad, because it seems like whoever this person is in particular, they should have made a bigger deal about this. Somebody got deleted for being a troll account. I can understand that being a mistake the first time, but definitely needs to be looked into and taken seriously. I don't know, I'm wondering if Filian even got word at this point, or at what point in time. Like, what is the timeline here from Filian finding out, or if she ever even did find out? Erotic Rokata, okay. Police, despite me telling him I already have, I ended up joining Filian's main server and found out Filian had been active in the main server as well as Longshar. They've been ignoring me the entire time. I'm disappointed by the lack of concern Filian has for the safety of... Alright, sorry. Their community as well as the moderators have been dismissed. Such a serious situation. It was also found out that Styker Dawson being involved in a talent show from anonymous user who was banned from the talent show server due to being a troll account. Now, before any people say it, no, I am not looking for clout, attention, or anything of the sort. I find it so ironic that when people say real children aren't harmed until they are harmed and looking for help, only to be dismissed because they're being a child. To add on, the moderator who banned me in question called the situation cringe. Yeah, the victim of is cringe, guys. Woohoo. Not to mention Filians' DMs are open generally, so there's no excuse for Filians' lack of action either. Now, instead of arguing on Twitter, I will just be immediately blocking anyone defending Styker's actions or gaslighting me into thinking that what happened to me never happened. Even despite the child grooming situations, Styker has SH'd and bothered ex-members of his agency. He has a history of being problematic, and I fail to see the benefit of having someone like this in your community. Not just for his actions, but for the safety of Filians' community and in general. Thank you so much. Please look at this thread as well. Ayoo, if any of my followers... Ayoo! Any of my followers are watching Filians' talent show thing, the person I'm specifically talking about is known as the Safari Man, previously Styker Dawson. His new account is Catch the Safari. He is not deserving of an anonymity. This post is from a suspended account. So I'm going to flag this image because I don't want anyone that was attacked by this man to see him, but I'm just going to warn you that GXG, Bloodbeard Guy, has an alt and he has been harassing my friends and other actors since. If you're interested in hearing more about Styker, here are victims besides me talking about their own experiences with Styker. I would like, again, I would very much like to see, like, the actual evidence that she says that she has, that she can send over, because that would sort of, like, clarify everything to me and put me on a very, very, like, on one side of the argument, very, like, clearly, as opposed to me just sort of taking them at their word. I'm ready to throw hands. The people harassing me need to be banned. There's no excuses. The fact that I'm being harassed to the point of stress is putting me in the effing hospital is criminal. Styker needs to be banned from working in this industry, full stop. He is a predator. And I agree. If he is a predator, and I can see this evidence for myself, I totally agree that he should be taken off. Oh, what the frick is this? Bunny? Oh, I love your Nami picture, though. I freaking love Nami, for sure. Just asked to leave as if he were some sort of guest. Please do not believe anyone says that Filian banned him. Not true. So, okay, so Filian did ask him to leave. But leave what? Here's the evidence. Okay. Okay, well, this is the evidence of you contacting. Or is this the evidence of, Okay, but this is with Longshar. Where are they gonna show the actual messages with They harbored him in the server for months, even after being informed that he's a pred. Styker also contacted one of his victims' mothers, arguing that their child knows more than they let on. Styker contacted one of his victims' mother. Nah, son, what? That's getting into personal-ish. Nah, that's not okay. Don't bring in people that have nothing to do with, like, don't involve people outside of like... No, that's some freaking... Again, that's some freaking, Alyssa Mercante freaking level-ish. Nah. The minor in question was autistic, too. I have a personal bias, for that because of the fact that I have family members that are autistic as well. So I have to admit, that kind of pisses me off. But... Again, I do want to still just see the actual evidence of the grooming for myself, but... There are multiple accounts here. In general, it should have been taken very seriously. And since the thread is gaining traction, I would like to clarify that no, he was never banned, just asked to leave as if he were some sort of guest. Styker's response to the situation, he starts to claims off lying, stating he didn't know any of the victims involved is in fact inaccurate, but of course, he does this to cover his own ass, and if Styker is saying about Filians' mod is accurate, it proves their... I mean, they politely asked me to leave. That's basically disassociating yourself from him. Maybe he wasn't banned, but they kind of gave him, like, let's be real here. They don't fire CEOs, do they? Either. They kind of just tell them, look, we need you to quit. We need you to accept that you're gonna quit. You need to leave. You get me? So I'm not saying this is not the best action they could have taken, but an action was taken here. They got rid of him. They may not have banned him, which I feel like they should. Like, I'd ban him personally. But yeah, no. You should, like, any dissociation there is definitely a good thing. Like I was, and I'm very open to the claims on me. I openly talk about it. The people pushing it don't care about the alleged victims. These people literally posted up in general, got flamed, general got purged. What a waste of everyone's time. Like I was, and I'm very... Okay, If anything, I appreciate Corey not letting me off the hook while also being fair about it. That's true journalism. It's hard to find. I'm eccentric. I'm effing strange. I'm a danger to your mental health. But at the end of the day, I don't groom kids. Lamau. Okay, but I would like to see the evidence so I can call him out on this BS, if it is BS. So that's probably on me for not having a link to that, but I'll see if anybody posts it. They said it's a very long Google Drive. Shout out to anyone out there if they have the evidence in question. If you could send it to me, I would love to absolutely look at it myself so I can make a better informed opinion here, because I would feel a lot better if I could call this dude out on everything with 100% certainty, you know, for myself. I appreciate the unbiased take. Got it. This is the actual link to the actual posts. They're talking about these Styker docs that have been floating around forever. I doubt her mods would actually protect anyone of that sort. Styker is a lot of things, but also the validity of these documents have always been in question. There are people out there that know. Dahlia! So I got banned from Filians' event Discord today. Turns out it's not okay to confront a dude privately after getting sent a dry foot. That freaking sucks! First of all, I'm a huge fan of Damn Dahlia. I love her song. Love her music. I actually have her on my Spotify. Huge, huge, huge Dahlia fan. Turns out it's not okay to confront a dude privately about getting sent a dry full of DMs of them being inappropriate with minors. Her mods need to do better, and she needs to make better staff choices. I'm so grossed out. To make it clear, this is Filian's mod who did nothing. I didn't expect Filian to be an active party in the situation when her mods were told multiple times of the issue, only to be blatantly ignored. Absolutely amazing take. It was absolutely Filian's mod who did nothing. I would like Filian to make a statement of some kind, validating whether she did know about this, heard about this. I am guilty of not responding to any of my Twitters or my Discord DMs too. I'm not saying this is any kind of true, genuine evidence, but the fact that Damn Dahlia says that she saw the drives, I have a little bit more. I have a bit more of a bias to believe her. She's a pretty genuine person. I'm a big fan of Damn Dahlia. How's it going? Shout out! If you could send me, or if anybody you know has the original documents, Dahlia, and you can send it over to me, I would truly appreciate it. And yeah, no, the idea that these, the idea that they banned someone for bringing this up, Filian should fire that mod. Point blank. Hopeless Peaches documented everything in her video, but sadly she nuked her channel. That sucks. There's gotta be somebody who has it, though. Why did Hopeless Peaches nuke her channel? Is there a way to get that, like, on Time Machine? Moderator Macroweed on Discord considered this as drama and asked us to DM him. We DM him. This is one thing I hate when people take actual, like, potential actual crimes and call them drama. There's drama and then there's actual crimes. Like, the Kendrick and Drake situation was drama. Until it reached into the IRL world. And potentially... Or I should say this, right? Because if it's true that The Weeknd was the one that set all that up and Kendrick had nothing to do with it, then the Drake-Kendrick situation is just drama. The Drake and Weeknd situation is actual crimes. You get me? There's a difference. Because of the controversy with her and Leo Convoy. I don't know about that situation, but it's sad, like, I would like to see that video. I don't know that whole situation, but I would like to see that video. I'll see if I can find a copy of it, and we can react to it later. Okay, I already read all this. Okay, just adding this tweet as some sort of update. So the moderators are basically siding with Catch the Safari, despite being aware of the child grooming situation and having two of his victims speak out against him. Filians lost. I'm not gonna lie, you gotta do better. Yes, is referring to the VTuber guy, by the way. Absolutely, agreed, very much agreed. Filian, I am a big fan of yours. Please do better if this is the situation. These mods need to be held accountable too. Yeah, it's my turn to fess up. Pops told me about the burner alts trying to join Filian server to start ish, and it clearly shows her mods don't care. The fact that she has to use alt accounts to invade a server is sad and desperate. This isn't how innocent people act. I'm sorry this happened. If anyone has any questions about the past to assure you didn't work with a monster, let me know. I have nothing to hide. I knew someone might try to start issues, but I didn't think it would be like that. I feel so bad for dragging anyone else into this. We're only here to showcase talent, not start a witch hunt. Sorry that you guys had to show up on this chat. Some people, man. See, this is the thing. I understand his context here, if he doesn't know whether to believe it or not. And I understand not trying to start a witch hunt. That being said, when a situation like this gets reported to you, you should take it seriously. And if that person is involved, or you see something that may prove that it's a genuine situation, you should inform everyone. You should have an internal discussion about this with Filian, with the other mods, and figure out what to do here. And frankly, yeah, at that point, ask him to leave. Which at that point, like, that would be a W. Asking him to leave, and separating yourself from him is a W. The problem here is the fact that you guys actively ignored it. So, you get me? It's an active inaction. It's actively not doing something about it. That's the problem. On top of that, it's the fact that you ban people for trying to, that is by definition silencing victims. I have no issue with it. I don't want Philly to be targeted or allegedly platform a bad person. Okay, but if this is all true, Styker, then you should have never involved yourself with Filian to begin with. That doesn't hold a lot of weight, does it? Hold on, did I read this one yet? Purple Gamers, yeah, I found the Twitter thread. They can virtue signal all they want. It's not our job to solve all their issues. Agreed that it's not your job to out this guy, but it is your job to make sure that the person you work for, Filian, is not involved with the creep. That is the point of mods. Many other victims, alleged victims, came forward on Twitter. Well, then the evidence starting to pile up a little bit, isn't it? Yeah, and FYI, I'm not actually on Twitter, so who are they fighting exactly? Is he not on Twitter? Did he not respond to some of these other tweets? Hey, just wanted to ask if you were aware that 2 people joined your Discord last night and were fairly harsh accusations against you, trying to get you removed from the server. The mod team wants to know if this is going to be a one-time thing, or if they should be further concerned with future uninvited people raiding server and starting problems with you or other contestants. This is a bad response. This is not the response you write if somebody is making accusations. First of all, which server? And did you have names? It doesn't matter if they have names. Do not give them names. he needs like he needs to speak on this first if these allegations have any weight to them. If you mean Filians main server, I have no idea, but these people are upset I got to perform and are likely trying to get me kicked out. I have addressed the accusations of people that I refuted and refused to respond to them, despite being given any resource imaginable to report it to the police if they truly feel a crime or harassment took place. I'd like to apologize because I didn't know that these people would incite it further. I came to perform and that was it. I'm sorry if anyone else is causing y'all trouble. That being said, why haven't these people gone to the police yet? With all this evidence, or at least tagged the FBI cybersecurity team. Like, you should absolutely be tagging the FBI cybersecurity team in all this. Why is that not happening? I still, that doesn't mean that this guy gets off easy or anything like that, or that the Filians mods do. But 100%, this should be getting tagged to the FBI. If this is true, well, specifically the document, right? And I do like this. They are being very specific that her mods harbored, because we don't know how much of this Filian knows yet. She's very... Buddy here is being incredibly unbiased, incredibly objective about the whole situation. I love the way she's wording everything. I love the way she brought this up. This is a very... Like, everything feels like it's in good faith. And I have to admit, I want to follow this situation, so I will keep up with this. And I genuinely hope that... I'm not even following Filian, am I? I'm not. I will, though, because I'm kind of hoping that, even though I'm a huge fan of Filian, I'm not even freaking following her. I am hoping genuinely that that we see something. Filian, like... Those mods handled this the worst way possible. They did file police reports. I'm so glad that they did that. I am so glad. The sad, unfortunate reality of everything is, it's gonna take a long time for the police to do anything actually about it. But I'm glad that at the very least there are reports, and the more people that make reports, the more likely the FBI is going to actually take action. All the victims should be making reports. All the victims should be making reports. People should be tagging the FBI security team on this. People should be sending anonymous reports on this as well. Like, the more attention that it gets, the more likely the FBI will be to actually perform some kind of action or do some kind of investigation. Filian, as far as you go, I totally understand not wanting to get, because obviously she does a lot of streaming, she does a lot of work, you can be busy. Okay. But, if you find out about this is definitely a situation where those mods need to be held accountable. They need to make a public apology to the victims if all these allegations are true. And even Filian, whether you feel like she's at fault or not, should absolutely make an apology and call out the mods on this, because that is not okay. And I understand not wanting to create controversy for the VTuber Awards or for the event or the talent show, but at the same time, these situations need to be taken very serious, and you need to make, you could have made an example here that, no, we're not going to stand for these kinds of people being on the platform or being in the community. You know, instead, now it looks as if you're harboring freaking fugitives here. You're harboring criminals here, and that's just not a good look for anybody. And it makes it especially worse. Personally, and no offense to you mods, because I get that you're trying to just do what's best for Filian here, but at the same time, I would have fired you, both of you. I would have fired all the mods involved in this for handling this in such a bad way. Absolutely. Absolutely. This just sucks. I really do gotta go at this point, because I may have to pick up the kids, now. But let me real quick just hop onto YouTube real quick, and I want to see, you said it was by Fallen Peaches? Who was the one that made that video? Hopeless Peaches. Let me see. A wolf in sheep's clothing. The Senate. What the frick was she? Was she the person at, so to speak, at fault in this one? That being said, like whether she did anything bad or anything good, that doesn't invalidate if she spoke about a real, actual situation. Sadly, Styker has connections with many VTubers. That can be definitely a pretty like shitty situation. I hope that with people making enough noise, a lot of these VTubers will like, because again, we can't blame VTubers for not going out there and looking for this stuff, because you know they're not trying to do witch hunt, especially if they're not like a reactioner or a commentary like me. You know, that's not their bread and butter. That's not what they do. But I hope that if and when they find out, they immediately distance themselves from them, get away from it. I'm not specifically demanding that they come out and talk about it or say anything about it, but they should absolutely distance themselves from him and just sort of avoid the guy, basically, so to speak, because that's going to be a real danger to any community out there, especially if they have minors in their community or a younger audience. That's pretty like. It was handled so badly. Like, what else is there to say, dude? That was the worst way to handle that by the mods, full blown. I hope Filian, you know, I hope if she finds out about this or if she knows about this, I hope she does something there. Even if it's just making sure she doesn't collab with him anymore, I hope that some kind of action is taken, or at least they no longer platform him. You get me? But yeah, hopefully without having Filian's take on it all, or knowing what if she knows or what the situation is, I can't really comment anymore on that. I don't know what else to say, honestly. But that's at the very least now we know, and hopefully I'm gonna put this up for sure. Upload this probably not today. I'm probably gonna upload the whole situation with the god. But I'm glad to be more informed on this because I am a big Filian fan, and I definitely want to, similar to how the god said, I do genuinely want and hope that my favorite VTubers perform better. They do better, you know? So, alright, my dudes, that's pretty much it. I do got to go now, big time. But thank you so much, Mr. Gamer, for informing me on this. I genuinely didn't know about any of this, and I'm glad that I know now. Thank you so much, Primates, for watching this all the way to the end. Also, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as hit the little bell for a rainbow explosion that will go ahead and notify you every single time we go live or put out new content. Thank you so much, goodbye, and thanks for swinging by.